In the Open Source Lab, How to Build Your Own Hardware and Reduce Research Costs, I made the case for open hardware for scientists, primarily on economic grounds. Since then, both free and open source software, as well as distributed digital manufacturing of free and open source hardware, have shown particular promise among scientists for developing custom scientific tools of all kinds. Early research found substantial economic savings for these technologies, but as the open source design paradigm has grown by orders of magnitude, it's possible that the savings observed in the early work was isolated to special cases. Today there are examples of open source technology for science in the vast majority of disciplines and several resources dedicated specifically to publish them. Do the tremendous economic savings observed earlier hold today? To answer that question, I reviewed the open source hardware literature for HardwareX. In the new study, I evaluate free and open source technologies and repositories compared to proprietary, functionally equivalent tools as a function of their use of Arduino-based electronics, RepRap class 3D printing, and the combination of the two. The results of the review find overwhelming evidence for a wide range of scientific tools that open source technologies provide economic savings of 87% compared to the equivalent or lesser of proprietary tools. Lead 89% for those that used Arduino technology, and even more than 92% for those that used RepRap class 3D printing. Combining both Arduino and open source 3D printing, the savings averaged 94% for free and open source tools compared to their commercial equivalents. The results provide strong evidence for financial support for open source hardware and software development for the sciences. Given the overwhelming economic advantages of free and open source technologies, it appears financially responsible to divert funding of proprietary scientific tools and their development in favor of open hardware. Open hardware simply saves money.